talking about the argument from design, which claims the universe shows signs of having been designed by an intelligent mind. It says this: Premise 1. The universe is either designed, or the result of chance, or the result of natural law, or the combination of chance and natural law. Premise 2. The universe is not the result of chance or natural law, or the combination of both. Conclusion: therefore, the universe is the result of design. Specifically, we're looking at all the factors that have to come together in order for life to exist, even in a universe with the right laws and constants. Now, last week, we talked about what type of galaxy we need and our location within that galaxy. This week, we're going to be taking a look at the sun. When people look out at the night sky, they see more stars than they can count. When God wanted to make his point to Abraham about how many descendants Abraham would have, he compared it to the number of stars in the sky. In fact, our universe contains trillions of stars, and those stars are surrounded by an immeasurable number of planets. I mean, surely, given all those options, there must be another Earth out there somewhere, right? Not so fast. See, not just any star will do. First, you need to avoid stars that are in what are called globular clusters. A globular cluster is an area that is jam-packed with stars. For example, one cluster called M13 has more than 250,000 stars in it. Now, at first glance, you might think that all those stars give you a better chance at finding life, but actually, it's among the worst. Every star in a globular cluster has its own gravitational pull. That makes it virtually impossible for a planet to have a good circular orbit around its own star, because it's always being exposed to the pull from other neighboring stars that will throw its orbit out of whack. The reason this is a problem should be pretty clear just by looking at our own solar system. The planets that are closer to the sun are too hot to support life. They can't even have water because it would instantly evaporate. But if you go to the outer extremes, you have the opposite problem. Those planets don't get enough heat from the sun, so they're too cold to support life. Earth is nicely nestled just the right distance, so it's not too hot and not too cold. Now imagine if you were in one of those globular clusters, and your orbit around your star was not relatively circular. You'd be constantly going back and forth between being really close to your star and really far away from it, resulting in going back and forth between extreme variations in surface temperature from really hot to really cold, resulting in a completely unlivable climate. But if we look deeper, our sun turns out to be even more unique. Our sun is called a yellow dwarf star. Now, about 80% of stars are what are called red dwarfs. Red dwarfs, for example, emit radiation in the red spectrum, which prevents photosynthesis from working as efficiently. They also don't give off as much heat as a yellow dwarf, meaning your planet needs to be a lot closer in order for water to stay in its liquid form. But if you get too close, your planet actually stops spinning, meaning the same side will always be facing the star. This results in extreme variations in temperature between the light and the dark side. These are just a few of the problems with these less massive stars. But we can't go the other way either. If we were orbiting a more massive star like an F-dwarf, then even the slightest opening in the ozone layer, no matter how brief, would flood the planet with intense ultraviolet radiation, killing everything. So even though there are trillions of stars in the universe, the overwhelming majority of them cannot support life. So far, we've talked about our location in the right kind of galaxy and our truly unique star. Next week, we're going to talk about our particular solar system. See you then. God bless.